Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 1st. This week you have this change card. It says there's a change for the better coming your way. You have this rebel card. It says limiting beliefs are limiting your abundance. So I would definitely get rid of those limiting beliefs. This card also says systems buster entrepreneur, teaching others a better way. You're a trailblazer meant to pave the way for future generations. So you might be doing things that are new or different or that other people don't understand, but I feel like you need to keep doing those things because, you're meant to inspire other people. You have the Three of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Death card. This actually, I would say, is a good thing. This, to me, would be healing your heart. The Three of Swords can, represent, heartbreak, but it's really a card of forgiveness. It's about removing those swords from your own heart and forgiving a past situation or whatever happened to you and releasing it. You don't have to forgive a person directly, of course. You are just forgiving them in your heart so that you can move forward. Queen of Cups is the card of heart-based energy or being in a heart-based time and focusing on healing your heart. So you could be doing that. And then the Death card would just be the change or, transforming the situation so that you can move past it. So I feel for a lot of you, that this is really saying that you are kind of going through a healing of the heart, and that is always a good thing. This doesn't have to be love related either. This could just be something that happened to you. It could be something that happened at work or someone who said something to you. And I feel like healing your heart at this time could be a good thing. One thing I will say is, based off the astrology, it really wouldn't surprise me if a lot of you were kind of healing multiple things at once, or you could be seeing how, like, the way you were raised, for example, you could be seeing how it affects your relationships or how it affects your money. And this would really represent kind of healing those generational traumas almost. The other thing about the Three of Swords is it's temporary. It's raining on the card, and it never rains forever. So it's meant to represent kind of like a temporary situation or something that's happening to you temporarily, if I can get that word out. You have the Queen of Cups. Again, it's almost like you're opening your heart back up because we go this way, and we have the King of Swords, but we have the Lovers and the Ace of Swords. We also have the Hierophant here. So it kind of looks to me like you are thawing out a little bit. Maybe you've been a little bit more reserved, or maybe you've been cold to love recently. And I'm not calling you cold. I'm just saying, maybe you've been cold to the idea of love. And then having the Lovers would say that you're kind of opening back up to it. You have the Death card, and the Death card can represent kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel. This white rose here on his banner really represents the light at the end of the tunnel. It kind of represents overcoming something or seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We also have the two pillars from the moon in the background, and those two pillars, the sun is coming up between those two pillars. And so it kind of says that you are leaving behind a moon period and you're stepping into a sun period where there's more clarity. It's kind of like another card that kind of represents something temporary. So again, I think you're getting out of this like temporary darkness or whatever, and you're stepping into the light. With the Three of Swords, here you go. You have the King of Cups. I feel like this could be a person that's opening your heart. It's like they're not doing it, but, I think you're doing it on your own. But this person kind of is the person maybe that you are going to open your heart for. We have two people. So, King and Queen of Cups are divine counterparts. They're definitely lovers. And, would be a very heart-based connection. So if you're looking for love, there could be a really good person coming in for you. Even if you, for all of you, even if you are or you're not looking for love, this would kind of, again, represent the exploration of your heart. The King of Cups has explored his heart, his emotions on a very deep level, and now he is using what he has learned to live his life. And he's no longer being controlled by his emotions. The King of Cups on a traditional King of Cups is sitting in choppy waters, but he's perfectly fine. And so it kind of says that you are, again, processing your emotions. I basically said that at the beginning of the reading. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Four Swords. It's a repeating message at this point. Again, you're going through a healing, and you're just healing your heart. Four Swords is a card of healing, resting, relaxing, recovering. It is also a card of blessings. So when we heal our heart, then we can receive the blessings in life. There's normally a stained glass window on the Four Swords, and there's a person that is blessing another person. The guy on the Four Swords is hoping and praying for blessings. So I really feel that there could be certain blessings, or there are blessings coming in for you here, which is good, of course. With the death card, you have the moon. What do you know? Exactly what I said. You are leaving behind a moon period. I feel like you're stepping into a sun period. I kind of, I always pay attention to the imagery that stands out to me the most on a card. Like that's how I read for the most part, right? I read intuitively, but usually something will kind of stand out to me. In your reading, it was the two pillars that were really standing out to me from the moon card. So I really feel that you've been in this temporary period of time where maybe things haven't been working for you or things haven't been going the way you want them to, and now you're kind of just like stepping out of that period of time. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this fox spirit. It says think on your feet. You have this moth spirit. It says surrender now. So I think we are in a good time for thinking on your feet. We have to be very nimble, very quick. I think we also have to be open to spontaneous opportunity. A lot of the opportunities that we all could be receiving right now are going to be very spontaneous. They're going to kind of come out of the blue, and we might not be fully prepared for the things that are presented to us, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try them. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't do them, right? So I feel it's a great time for people to really take advantage of more those kind of like spontaneous opportunities that just kind of pop up out of nowhere, and I feel like that's what this is saying. You have the Page of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Page of Swords is about curiosity. And so I feel here, he's looking over to the King of Cups and the Three of Swords. It's like you're curious about, maybe why you've had certain experiences in your life that you've had, or why certain things have gone the way that they have gone. And I kind of feel like the Page of Swords is saying that you are continuing to, explore your emotions. I feel like it's saying you're continuing to explore those things that you were raised with, those messages from your parents, or the things that you've been through. And so I don't really see this as like a good or a bad thing. I think that this is just a process, a journey that you are on. You are on this journey of exploring your heart right now, and that's it, right? That's what you're doing. I do feel like you could have your eye on a person, or they have their eye on you with the King of Cups there. So I would say this is a new person because you have the Lovers. Lovers to me is always new love for the most part, unless you're already in a connection. But you could have your eye on a new person. The King of Swords would tell me that you're not exactly sure about this new person, or you're not sure like how this person is. The King of Swords is a little bit of a mystery. He's very reserved. So if you've met a new person and they're more reserved, you might not be exactly sure what you're going to get, with this person. This could also be you, I feel, though. Like, again, I feel if you want love, I would open up to it with the King of Swords. On top of all that, I feel that we are in a time of knowledge and wisdom. So we are, but, it's a little bit different. I think that we are in a time where we have to use what we've learned over the last 20 years, and we have to apply it to, like, the next 20 years. And so we have to turn the knowledge into wisdom. Wisdom is the act of taking what you've learned and putting it into practice. So I feel that the King of Swords is saying, you've learned a lot. You've explored your heart. You've learned a lot from yourself. And now it's time to start living as that way. It's time to really put that into practice. And that's kind of what I get on the King of Swords. You have the Nine of Pentacles, really good energy. Nine of Pentacles is the card of gratitude and luxuries. Kind of says that you will have a lot to be grateful for moving forward. There's more happiness and joy coming in for you. I also feel a very kind of like independent energy. Again, I do feel when we've healed our heart, that's when we are truly independent because we're able to take care of ourselves. We understand how to love ourselves at that point. And then, after that point, we can really, truly allow true love in. And so I feel like you've learned true independence. You've learned how to truly be able to take care of yourself, heal yourself, all that other good stuff. And this could be leading to more abundance as well with the Nine of Pentacles. So let's see. With the Page of Swords, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice, but it's also another card kind of exploration. Not really, but he's spoiled for choice. Normally the guy on this card is looking at those 7 cups, which represent all the things that he wants and desires in his life. So he can have a lot, but he really has to kind of like pick something and bring it down to earth. I always say that the 7 of Cups is kind of, he's imagining what his life could look like, but he's seeing the good things and the bad things. But he needs to stop imagining. He needs to bring things into the real world, because you can dream about things all day long, but until you actually do something, you aren't going to know how something is going to turn out. With the King of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is holding on too tightly to the past. So if you are holding on to anything, I would release it. But I feel pretty good about this. I feel it's more saying with the Nine of Pentacles that you are improving your finances, or you are doing things that will bring more money into your life. With the Nine of Pentacles here, you have the Magician. Yeah, definitely your manifestations, you could be manifesting things very quickly. All that energy that we had in Taurus, we still have Uranus in Taurus. Jupiter has left Taurus, but still doesn't matter. I feel it's a really good time for manifestation. So a great way to manifest is to be grateful for what you have. And I think the more grateful you are, the more things that you will attract into your life. I also feel if you've been asking for love, there's literally love coming in for you. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, I mean, can't make this up. You always get this card with me, this transformation card, so with the butterfly on it. So you could be going through a big transformation. You have this delight card as well. So the delight card kind of represents good things coming in for you, or happiness, or just delight entering into your life. So I feel like there is a lot of joy and happiness, and definitely a big change. You've been going through this change for probably years. You have the Four of Cups, the Lovers, and the Temperance card. The Four of Cups is my card of kind of manifesting things again, but he's disappointed by the things that he has manifested. I think that the Four of Cups has an easy solution. Like, he's manifested the ingredients of what he wants. He just needs to mix it all together and pop it in the oven, whatever it is that he's trying to manifest. So it's like you have all the ingredients necessary to be very successful in whatever you're trying to accomplish, but you just need to like put the pieces together. And I feel like that's what the Four of Cups is saying. It's saying like, put those pieces of the puzzle together and you will be successful. You have the Lovers here, so there clearly could be love entering into your life. It could be a Taurus or a Capricorn, by the way. You have Taurus and Capricorn showing up in the good stuff. It could be a water sign. It could be any sign, general reading. It could be a Sagittarius as well. But, again, I do feel that you are being guided towards a person if you're not already with a person. If you're already with a person, like I said, different story. But I do feel there could be a strong connection coming in for you with the Lovers. The Lovers would also represent having a choice to make. Traditionally, the Lovers was about being at a crossroads and having to make a choice or a decision. And so I feel that some of you have a choice at this time, but the choice looks very simple to me because of all this. The choice is continuing to live your life as it is or improving it. And I think you're going to improve it with the Ace of Swords. I think you're going to choose the victory, the life that leads to more of a victory. And I also feel like you're no longer a prisoner to something. It's kind of like a weird thing that's popping into my head that some of you have, and I feel like I've said something very similar to this in the past, that it's almost like something you have been a prisoner to an idea, a belief system, whatever, and now you're just setting yourself free. You have the Temperance card, another card of mixing things together. He's pouring the water back and forth between these two cups, and it's a card of alchemy, turning your situation around or having the power to create a turnaround. And I really feel that for you here, Virgo, that you have the power to turn your situation around, or you have the power to turn your life around, and that's what you could be doing here with the Temperance card. I also feel that you could be kind of getting off on a new path. There's this path here. This is called the path to glory, and he has this glowing crown. He could easily leave the water, go on to that path, and he could have a victory. So I feel for a lot of you, it's kind of saying there are no more changes for you to make. It's really, if there's something you want to accomplish, like a goal, wish, or dream, it's just about getting off on that path, starting your journey, and that's all you have to do. So just that simple. And this deck is not cooperating today, so let's see. With the Four of Cups, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork and working together with people. For you, I feel this is about attention. The Three of Pentacles is the card of quality work in the tarot. Like the guy on the card, he has done a good job with the work that he's doing. So I would just continue to work on whatever it is that you're working on right now, because I feel like you're going to be creating a lot of success and abundance with your work just in general. Love it. With the Lovers, you have the Page of Cups. Let's see here. I feel, this looks like an internet thing to me because we have the Ace of Swords here. So if you are looking for love, this could be a person you meet online, for example. But I kind of feel like you already have an admirer, or you already do admire a person. This person, again, could be a Taurus or a Capricorn. I feel like there just needs to be communication. It's like once you have communication with this person, it seems to me like this is something that's going to move forward very quickly. With the Temperance card, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of committing to something. It's a card of like that of conviction, like really believing that you can accomplish something. So the deeper your belief, even with the Nine of Pentacles as well, the deeper you believe that that something will be successful for you, the more likely it is that it will be successful for you. So I would really work on those kind of like deep beliefs or what you think you can accomplish. And I think that's why you've been healing your heart for so long, right? You have this cardinal moon. It says, be bold, make the first move. You have this new moon in Scorpio. It says, work through your fears. Yeah, you might have to make your first move again. There's something about online here with that Ace of Swords. It popped into my head. So you might have your eye on like a friend online or something. And, I feel like this is saying you might have to open your mouth and say something. You don't have to tell this person that you're in love with them and you want 10 of their babies. That would be a bad idea. But maybe you could say like, hey, let's hang out, or hey, let's go do this or something, right? I would open up with this energy and I would let go of the fear of what can happen. Because again, if you don't say something, Seven of Cups, you have that Seven of Cups there. Seven of Cups is like the dream, like saying like, oh my God, I'm going to have 10 of this guy's babies and, all this other stuff. It's like you're just dreaming about it. But until you actually bring it down to earth, it's only a dream. And so I feel that here. But this could be about work or business as well, like needing to take those first steps. Like I said on the Temperance card, needing to get onto that path to glory. Again, you have this Rebel card that says you're a trailblazer meant to pave the way for future generations. It is scary to do something that no one has ever done before. So, in work or business or your career, if you're doing something that you've never done before, that can be a little scary. You have the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, and the Devil. The Hierophant is about bringing the dream down to earth. The Hierophant is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. He is the person who can communicate, what the universe is saying here on earth. And, I kind of feel like you are doing that. You could be like a communicator with the Ace of Swords. You could be communicating messages to other people or whatever, but you could also be bringing a dream down to earth, which I also kind of feel here. Like I said, if you want love, this to me looks like a connection with blessings. The Hierophant would be like a blessed connection that could lead to marriage. It doesn't have to, but it could. You have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is like a big win or a big victory. So if you're working towards any goals, wishes, or dreams, there are clearly there could be some sort of big victory. The Ace of Swords is also my card of laser-like focus, being very, very focused on exactly what you want to accomplish. Picking something and really making it happen. So, that's what I would do here. I would really make things happen at this time. You have the Devil. The Devil can, of course, represent toxic energy, but it's coming up in the good stuff. I really feel that you are clearly healing from things that have been toxic in your life. We all have certain like toxic, let me put that in air quotes. We all have certain toxic beliefs that come from our parents or generational or whatever. And it's not like toxic in a bad way. It just says, maybe there are beliefs that no longer serve you and you're just getting rid of those beliefs. I really feel the whole entire reading says you're healing from things that have held you back for a long time or have been part of your story, and you're getting rid of those things. With the Hierophant, you have the Four of Cups and the Three of Swords. There you go. So you're healing your heart. I love this Four of Cups. This is from the White Sage Tarot, and those 3 cups are pouring into 1 cup. And so I really feel that you could be getting into a connection, for example, that really pours into you. This could also say that you're putting your work into things that are actually working. Again, those 3 cups are pouring into 1 cup. So you could be kind of, pouring your energy into things that actually fulfill you instead of just not manifesting with the traditional 4 cups. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant says trust your intuition. We're in a very intuitive time, so I would do whatever you can to like really tap in, pay attention to the signs, symbols, synchronicities you're getting, all that other stuff. With the Devil, you have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is kind of, well, in the area, the good stuff would be charging towards success. And we have the Ace of Swords there as well. So whatever you're working on, especially in work or business, I feel could be like very successful for you, or could lead to a lot of success. You have this Kite card. It says vacation on it. It's July. I don't know. Everybody goes on vacation in July, so I don't know. You might be going on vacation there. You have this Jug card. It says lighthearted, carefree time. So you could be just entering into this. Yeah, it's a kind of a heavy energy. A lot of blue cards here. So again, you could be entering into a time where it would be better for you to just be more playful, more fun, have more fun, spend more time with family, people who are important to you. You have this apple card that says temptation will test you. I actually don't think temptation will test you. It's almost like you've healed yourself past the point where certain temptations would normally test you and you're letting that go. You have this June card and this fly. It says a period of ill health or depression. I think July was, or sorry, it says June on it, by the way. I think June was a little bit more of an emotional month. So you could be kind of processing the emotions that you went through, or you could be kind of releasing the emotions you went through. You have this fox card. It says shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Didn't you have 2 foxes here? Wasn't this fox? Yes. So I think it would be a great time for you to be nimble, flexible, tap into spontaneous opportunities. I have this feeling of like just random opportunities in work or business where, people could be like, hey, do this, or we want you to do that, or whatever. And they could be really good opportunities. I would pay attention to that. But this looks really good here, Virgo. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.